Opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs presented on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the management, the affiliates and broadcast partners, or the sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Scarefest Radio, the radio you can see.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Scarefest Television. The original broadcast date, March 24th, 2023. And we're bringing you another little miniature episode. We're kind of taking March easy. Now, in my defense, go ahead and bring Chad on. In my defense, part of this was pre-planned, meaning that it's not just because of the cardiac episode, but also because I was supposed to be like gone half of this month. We had Lexington Comic Con, we had Vet City Con, and Chad, here I am.
Yeah, well, if you would quit doing feats of strength and seeing just how close to death you can come, you could, maybe play.
I found out that my hospital has a frequent flyer program, and if you come into the emergency room like 6 times with different diagnoses, you get a free Subway coupon.
Well, tell everybody what you did this week.
Okay. I was vague about it. If you follow me on Facebook, and Anita, she mentioned it too. I caught myself on fire. We actually had two big episodes in the last week, but okay. And everyone basically, I had a flannel coat on at work, and my ass got a little too close to an open flame from a propane heater, and I caught my coat on fire. And it wasn't that I caught my coat on fire, it's that I didn't even notice. I walked halfway around the building, smoke billowing from under the hood, and Anita's like, "You're on fire!" So it was fun.
I'm glad that's all that happened.
It ruined my coat. Completely ruined my coat. The other thing that happened one night, okay, you heard earlier in the month about my electrified bra that I'm wearing called a Life Vest. Sometime during the night, it came undone. The hook and loop closures came undone, and so it got a negative reading. It could not, it didn't think I was there or whatever. I don't know what. The alarm goes off.
Okay? Dead sleep. Sleep.
I'm in a dead sleep. It wakes her up.
I'm screaming.
Here's the fun part, everybody. And did this happen before I caught on fire or after?
I don't even remember.
Anyway, the fun part about it was the alarm woke Anita up. She grabs me, starts shaking me, says, "Your alarm's going off, your alarm's going off." And in my dream state, I'm thinking, what kind of alarm? Fire alarm? I almost bolted out of the house. I almost ran out of the house thinking my house was on fire because the fire alarm was going off. So yeah,
it got your attention when you got halfway down the staircase and that thing hit you.
Apparently, the little, we decided the light never did flash. Apparently the part...
No, it was going off. The light was flashing.
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the light was flashing.
Well, then, that would have shocked me. I guess it would have tried to shock me.
Yeah, and Anita was panicking.
For future reference, Anita, don't touch him when that happens. Get a stick. You don't want to get shocked too.
Good point.
So it's been a lovely week. Now I did start up cardiac physical therapy this week. Well, actually, I didn't start it. I filled out fucking paperwork for an hour. Next week I actually start the physical therapy, which I'm assuming will be most like me on a treadmill. They do, and I am getting amused at, and I posted it on Facebook about some of the questions they ask. One of the questions my hospital asks every time is, in the last 30 days, have you been any place where, and I forget the way they word it, but basically the question is, sick people. And that's it. This is like the third trip to the hospital, by definition. So I don't think you should ask that. And they actually agree with me when I tell them that. And I bought my own treadmill. I have an iFit. What's it called? Proform, something like that.
Something like that.
And okay, now
we got a workout dragging it in the house.
Well, yeah,
I'm sure.
And it's needlessly hard to put together. But okay, Chad, I realize I'm getting old. Okay,
don't say that. You're not much older than me.
Well, but okay, mentally, this is all mental, everybody. We get the thing together. I want a treadmill that I can turn on, plug in the little thing that if you fall off, it yanks out. That's fine. My old treadmill basically had a knob. So you plug your thing in, you turn the knob, and the treadmill would start going. And I was happy with that until it finally wore out. For years, that's my vision of a treadmill. This one does not work like that. This one,
they're fancier now.
Much. We could not get it to come on at all. I keep getting behind Chad's photo. We could not get it to come on at all. And we finally called support. Because there was nothing in the manual. Nothing that indicated how to actually get it to come on. And so we called them. And now this where I almost got, I was really worried about international relations. Because when we called, to say the woman did not speak English fluently is being kind. I did not mean to be xenophobic, but after we could not get her to understand, we just wanted the goddamn thing to come on. In the background, Nita was on the phone with her. In the background, I go, see if she has anybody that works there that speaks English.
She hung up on me.
She hung up on us. No.
But after I had crawled around trying to find the numbers that she needed to register my machine, I had stood on my head. I couldn't understand her. So I was getting a little upset.
She was wanting the serial number and model, and come to find out it's on an itty bitty little sticker. I did find that. It's a nice machine. It works now. But okay, we finally figured out to get it to work. What you do is you start it, and it will start at 1 mile per hour. Now, 1 mile per hour, everybody, is tediously slow. Even for somebody with just had a heart attack. 2 miles an hour, though, is shockingly brisk. So then the only button on it is a 2. Today, I discovered to get it to slow down, you have to tell it to go 2 miles an hour. And there's a button that if you have a really good imagination, you'll think that looks like a minus. And you have to subtract. You can't go faster in increments. You can go slower incrementally.
That makes sense.
Explain to me, somebody in the chat room, why some engineer thought that was a good idea. Just if someone, there has to be someone in the Scarefest fan group that does it. I don't know. Designs treadmills. Anyway. But I do have it working now. And Chad's gone. There he is.
Sorry. Coughing fit. Sorry.
Okay. Well, just do like I do. Just turn around. Just let the fans have it. I guess, okay, one of the things, everyone, I'm trying to eliminate stress from my life. And to have this company do... Oh, you want to know what else is stressful, Chad? I went to go on Twitter. And now everybody in chat room, somebody in the chat room can explain this little piece of wisdom to me. I went to go on Twitter tonight. I get this message, you must remove text message two-factor authentication. Only Twitter Blue subscribers, which is a paid service, can use the text message two-factor authentication method. Every website on the internet is trying to protect my identity now, except fucking Twitter. So
they want to protect you. They just need a small donation in order to provide that service.
Exactly.
Do I get a check? Do I still get a check mark if I pay for it?
I think they backed off that.
Anyway, yeah, okay, so we got announcement tonight. I've told you all the story of fire, so now you know how what happens when you set yourself on fire. I haven't told Anita, but one of my physical therapists, kind of hot.
No.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully that doesn't delay your progress.
Might speed it up. Get the little heart beating there. They think I'm hilarious. So I'm just going to warn you.
We're at the age where we're the cute, creepy old guys.
Yeah.
I brought that up actually. I pointed out that, you know, I was stuck with a dad bod, and I believe the little hot one said something about she liked dad bods. So just saying.
Not that one particularly, but
No wonder you're so anxious to go back to physical therapy twice a week.
There's some odd conversations in our chat room tonight. Anyway, everybody, we're gonna have we're gonna give you our celebrity announcement here at the break. Oh, one more thing I wanted to go over, and this is just my friends and fans, mostly just friends. I wanted to show you some of the great stuff that people have been sending me, i.e., Chad Harlan is worried about me bleeding to death because of my blood thinners now. My practical, so you're now my practical friend.
Okay.
So everybody else is sending me frivolous stuff. Chad just doesn't want me to bleed to death.
That's right. Those blood thinners are bad. Keep that in your pocket.
I'm actually trying to game the system and see if I can get my doctor to write me a prescription. That way I can get these paid.
The pharmacy is
need a whole lot.
Exactly.
I don't want to carry this one stinky one around though.
Put it in your fanny pack.
Well, I don't have a fanny pack, and I'm hoping not to have anything soon.
Get a fanny pack. You may want a fanny pack after carrying a purse. I
mentioned everybody a couple episodes ago. Jake Godbold sent me a get well card. How appropriate is this for someone that has a cardiac episode? Right there. But then it got weird. I didn't see the back of it. Don't even know what this means in any context. Not from Jake, by the way, from the card company. Printed as part of the card. Yo, the party I'm at has a champagne slip and slide. Get over here and tell great Aunt Jessica we can't make it to dinner. God, I have no clue. No clue. Oh, and it's got the little glasses guy inside. Yeah. But anyway, Jake, shout out to you.
Meredith says you're looking good.
See, it's working already. I feel good. This is the one thing that is freaking all the doctors out, is they keep asking me, have you had chest pain? Have you been nauseous? Do you have any swelling? Never had any of the other symptoms except the shortness of breath.
We're gonna knock on wood.
Yeah, like, oh, that's wood.
I'm
That actually is wood. And I mean, I'm thankful. I'm happy. It's wonderful that and everybody get your blood pressure checked. And if the numbers are not in where they should be, do something about it. I will preach that now till the day I die, which is hopefully not next week.
Stop smoking.
Well, no, if you want to smoke, enjoy your gosh dang self.
I'll preach that part.
I am not going to be that smoker. I will tell you, enjoy yourself, but watch the numbers that surround it. The other gift I want you, of course, everybody, my briefcase here. That was birthday, though. Then, shout out to Sharon Sutton, who sent me this coffee mug that says, "Let's keep the dumb fuckery to a minimum today." So, I might get that put on a t-shirt.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Sharon.
That may be your tattoo at Scarefest.
There you go.
Oh, and by the way, everyone, I have quit smoking. Rachel Santiago is trying to tell me stop smoking. I have stopped. I haven't quit. I've stopped. That way, if I want to go back and have the occasional cigarette, I can pull it off, and everybody can't point fingers at me. I can say, "I never said I quit. I stopped."
All right, try to chew.
I'm
not involve your lungs.
I'm not a quitter. Yep.
I did that.
There, yeah. Anita's bragging on me. Okay. Now, yes, this is a reminder of where my roots come from. But nothing fresh in there. That's the worst thing. Do you realize right before all this, I just had bought a carton of cigarettes?
That's okay. They can sit in the cabinet.
When Dad quit, he carried a pack with him for a year.
Oh, wow.
Never would take it out. He put it in his pocket every day, just like he still was smoking.
I'll have to, when I actually go out drinking, I will have to take a pack with me, because otherwise no one at the bar will have cigarettes. Anyway. Rachel's still preaching at me to quit smoking. Once again, I officially started stopping the first week of February. Last cigarette I had was February 13th. And
you haven't even had a patch on the last couple of days.
Yeah, the last 2 days I've raw dogged it, everybody. I haven't even see my bra strap.
That's hot.
He does look kind of hot in his bra.
Anyway.
I'm surprised he's got a shirt on. I figured he'd be sitting here showing it off.
If I take the shirt off, I'll put it this way: I'd have to be scratching myself. The shirt's the only thing that reminds me, don't scratch yourself on the air. Okay, so, and I am finally, I talked about this on an earlier episode, everybody, where I have quit smoking, or stopped smoking, however you want to look at it. I am finally getting where I don't have to clear my throat every 5 minutes. I'm getting my lung power back.
I'm doing that for you this week.
Not being all flimmy. See, I'm still the healthiest person I know. I nearly died, and I'm still the healthiest person I know.
It's not a big accomplishment to be healthier than me.
So, okay, everybody, we're going to do a commercial break, and then we're going to come back with our announcements. We'll be right back with more Scarefest TV.
Horror. Movie. Fans. 4. Life. On Facebook. Find us. 4 watch parties. 4 news. 4 memes. 4 friends. 4 life. Horror movie fans for life. Join us.
And we're kicking off our announcements this evening with Kimberly Beck, who you will remember as Lana in Roller Boogie. 1979's Roller Boogie. Okay, yeah. Little something and called Friday the 13th Final Chapter. Also, she played Trish. But we all know Roller Boogie. And Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers. Why do I remember her from that show, Chad?
I don't know. That's not a lot of people that remember that show.
She was on one episode, and I swear, I don't even remember the part she played, but when they said they were announcing her, I said, Buck Rogers. I remember her being on Buck Rogers in the 20th.
There's no way I would be able to tie a name to an episode of a TV show.
I wouldn't say I would remember her. I remember her face. Well, she was on like every show during the 80s. From 1979 through pretty much 88. She was on damn near every TV show. Playing the innocent girlfriend or whatever. I'm thinking on Buck Rogers. She had like, I gotta find that episode. Gotta watch it because I'm fairly sure she was actually wearing something that distracted me from Aaron Gray. Anyway,
you're gonna say Tweety.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. While we're at it, let's remind everybody the Scarefest Horror Film Festival is taking entries. I did get to watch a couple movies in the last week, so I'm still way behind, but I'm going to try to dig my way out. Central Kentucky Mystical Market. Next market won't be until May 20th and 21st. We're having another event in Lexington that I'll try to remember to bring you details on in April, but there will be no Central Kentucky Mystical Market in April. There will be one in May, the 20th and the 21st. And then finally, I want to remind everybody that speaker applications are open if you want to speak at Scarefest. Last count I looked the other day, we've only got like 13, 14 applications. I did see some come through today. So we're not overwhelmed with speaker applications. So if you'd like to speak at Scarefest, you do still have a chance. Any horror, paranormal, movie-related topic, dazzle us. Okay. That should be it for announcements.
It's shaping up to be a good show.
This one?
Scarefest. The guest announcements.
I pleased, and we're trying now. I'm not going to give anything away. Brandon was on text today trying to get one of the one of our headliners, try to find out why we haven't. In other words, we've not only negotiated his deal, but to get him, we've negotiated. The agent says, well, you got to take A, B, and C, and we've taken A, B, and C, and they haven't given us a go ahead to announce. We're trying to find out what the hell's going on. So we're getting closer to announcing the big names, everybody, and that was part of the conversation that was going on today that I caught a corner of. Let's see. That's about all I got because Katie's not here to talk about her food convention. Katie Followell, one of our co-hosts,
I'm sorry I wasn't invited. I'd love to go to a convention of food, obviously.
I am obviously outgunned on this. You want to go. Anita's telling me it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, which they probably have a display of at the food convention.
Different sizes and shapes.
Absolutely.
I just saw this week where she went to a food convention, and because it's not even called like Food Con or I don't know, Bread Con, what the hell do you call it? But she's mentioned it as a food convention, and I found it exceedingly strange. Yeah, and somebody in the chat room noticed I'm wearing my invisible. See if I move. It's got green print, is what it boils down to.
Your Scarefest Radio T-shirt.
So,
Your portable green screen.
There you go.
So anyway, that's what I had. I mean, I was going to bitch a little bit about Facebook because if you type tonight, when I would type tonight in on the show banner, it tagged the Tonight Show.
No, of course.
The Tonight Show. The Tonight Show.
We'll tag them. Maybe we'll get invited as guests.
Yeah, well, I could do that.
We can go on Tonight Show and talk about Scarefest.
But then people that just got the announcement normally would say, why is he tagging the Tonight Show? Anyway, so that's the plans right now. No idea what I'm doing next Friday, if it'll be a real show or just another one of these little bullshit things. But I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Did I meet my 3 things? Okay. Oh yeah, we still got to do Joe's movie review. Everything else I've done. I've kept my end of the bargain for tonight. Celebrity announcement. Told you how I set myself on fire. Now I just have to do Bonehead Weekly's movie review. Okay, and I wish I'd downloaded the graphic. If you haven't seen Cocaine Bear, which is what Joe reviews tonight, little hint, Cynthiana, Kentucky, Ross Opera House tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, right?
Be there or be square.
Is it 7?
Yep,
7 o'clock. But you can find them on Facebook. Ross, ROHS, Ross Opera House. They will be showing it, and I have plans on going there and seeing it. And apparently, Joe likes the movie. So everybody, see you next week on Scarefest TV. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Hope
everybody out at cons this weekend. Be safe. Have a good time.
Yeah, because they're like everywhere. By the way, somebody tell me the deal on that haunted con down to Owensboro. I don't understand. All the guests look like they're like ghost hunters, but all the booths are about haunted houses. And I don't mean haunted. I mean like Wicked World haunted houses. Those kind. So, everybody, see you next week.
Good night.
Hey, Scarefest fans, this is Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. Anybody else excited that Wes isn't dead? I mean, Anita's probably on the fence, but I'm excited that Wes is healthy and good. And, well, healthy is a hell of a strong word for Wes, but I'm glad he's not dead. Because, 1, I don't want his job. Not that I'd get it. I think Anita's next in line. And two, we get to keep doing these, and we will talk about a movie this week that's technically not a horror film, but I watched it with a lot of you all, and I had a blast with it. Cocaine Bear. Here's the story of Cocaine Bear. It's about a bear who digests a lot of cocaine and then attacks, eats, and kills people. And hijinks ensue. Now, Cocaine Bear is loosely based on a true story, in which case the story is about something about the Dixie Mafia. There's this famous guy from Lexington who jumped out of a plane, got killed, used to run cocaine back and forth. You can look all that up, and it's well documented. And actually, that story is probably slightly interesting than the Cocaine Bear story. But anyway, they found a dead bear, a bear that digested, ate a lot of cocaine, and it killed him. And it became infamous. And some of this story is hilarious, too. They had the actual Cocaine Bear at the Kentucky Theater. Nicole, thank you so much for the tickets. At the Kentucky Theater that night when we were there, Scarefest at the premiere. And it was great. And we got some pictures. But let's talk about the movie. The movie's a lot of fun. It's pretty gory. It's as bloody as some horror films, actually. I would stand by that. It's a lot of fun. It's a comedy. It's directed by Elizabeth Banks. Elizabeth Banks is a fantastic actress. She was in, I don't know, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, tons of other movies. She directed the Charlie's Angels reboot a while back. We won't talk about that. And actually, she directed a segment of movie 43, which no one ever remembers, about the girl who gets her period. That's hilarious. This movie, she gets as much out of the script and story as it can. Basically, Cocaine Bear has got the cocaine. The bad guys are going down to try to find the cocaine. The lead bad guy, Ray Liotta, this is Ray Liotta's last film, comes on down because the 2 guys he sends aren't doing it quick enough, and hijinks ensue. We have someone from the forestry office. We have these 2 kids who sneak out and their mom is trying to find them because they skipped school, and everybody's getting attacked by this cocaine bear in the woods. The movie is not brilliant, okay? But the movie's a lot of fun. I would suggest, if you get the chance to watch Cocaine Bear, to watch it in a theater filled with people like I did, which I don't normally like to do because people won't shut up. Brandon Griffith will be quiet, though. He sat down from me. Christy Turner just played with my leg. But everybody else was pretty cool. And if you can watch it with a bunch of your friends and have a couple of drinks, and this movie is tremendous fun. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. The ambulance chase is worth the price of admission. And for you, if you've already seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. The ambulance sequence is worth the price of admission. So go out, check out Cocaine Bear. Not quite a horror film, nothing scary, really comedy, gory comedy fest. But it does have a creature, a bear, and there are bear movies, you know, Grizzly. Does anybody remember that one from the late 70s, early 80s? Horror film. So check it out. Check out Cocaine Bear. And Wes, I'm glad you're not dead. This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. I guess I'll see you at Comic-Con this weekend.